So this is a kitchen update, and this is my Bonita Cameo. She has a cold, and she's been very lethargic the last couple of days, but there's nothing to do. It's just like a human gets a cold. So that tells me I've got to make sure I keep her away from other dogs. But she's doing a lot better. She's actually like alert and, paying attention to me again and following me again. And she is like a little human child, not really interested in her healthy food, but she's been eating her snacks. So I'm not worried she's on the mend. But that's why she's going to be a little bit quiet on this one. So I was stood up by the contractors yesterday, and this morning as we were getting closer to 10:30, I said, that's it. They're standing me up again. And so I said, that's it. I'm going to put my foot down. We're kind of at that point now where I need to know what's going on, because I had 2 weeks of vacation to supervise this, and now work has exploded again, and I don't know what's going on, and they're standing me up. So I sent a message to the main contractor that I deal with. Like, he's the owner of the company, I guess, and he's Portuguese, so I can write to him in English, because Spanish is like a second language for both of us. I'm not angry about the delays, because I said it since the beginning that if there's delays, I know I'm not the first priority project. It's not a problem. I don't want to be stood up. And now this like 3 times that I've been stood up. So he said, I'm going to talk to the main contractor who's coordinating everything. And then he says the contractor's on his way. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Because I just want to talk about, what's going on and my concern about the sink area. I'll go show you that because it's getting worse. So his name is Javier, the other contractor. It's very echoey in here, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I'm looking at the floor, it's all cracking, but again, I know this is absolutely normal, it's not a big deal. So he came in and he says, we're struggling with our priorities, which projects, and I said, I don't need to know your whole story about why things are delayed. I've told you many times, I don't care if it's dragged on. It's an inconvenience and I can't wait, yes, but it's nothing, it's not a huge impact on my life. It's not impacting my sleep schedule. It's not, I just need to know. I just don't want to be stood up, is what I said. And I said, I'm doing my Pilates class tomorrow. So I don't know if you guys are planning to come tomorrow. So he said, no. He says, what we're going to do, we're going to hold off until Tuesday. And we're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we're going to be done by the end of Thursday. We're going to start early. And we're going to do full 8-hour days, all 3 days. And we're going to get you done. And I said to him, I said, I'm not going to hold you to that because I'm going to get my heart broken. So let's just say that. And if anything changes, just let me know. So I showed him the counter area, because this is really unfortunate. Because look at this. It's over here. It's this whole section right there like this. And it's over here. So this whole section. And there's like rebar underneath here. So I know that this is not going to fall or anything. It's just, this is also where I was having trouble before with the chunks of the concrete coming off, so I've already got like a little bit of a prejudice against this area. But he says, no, he says that's gonna come up. We'll make sure that gets fixed, and you're not even gonna see it, is what he said. So I'm a little bit in disbelief about that I won't see it, but he seemed to act like it was no big deal. Like he knew what it was. He said, he agreed with me. He says, yeah, it's from when they were doing the rebar cutting. And he says, that's 100% normal, because then he was pointing out, he was saying, he says, this is normal, that it would, and I went, I know that, I get that part, that's fine, but that area right there is obviously not normal. So I showed him the paint, and he says, don't worry about it. He said, it will all get done. They'll take the yellow out one last 2 times, and they will sort out that for you, so there's no worries. So what they're saying is, Tuesday they're gonna get, I'm going to go back out here where it's less echoey. They're going to get the floor polisher in, the concrete polisher is going to be coming, and then they're going to get the cabinetry in, do the electricity. Wednesday is going to be the sink and the boiler, and then Thursday would be like a detail day, is what he explained to me. So that all sounds good. If it happens, be nice. So today was a day that my cleaning fairy was scheduled to come, and I'm glad that she did, because the house was really gross. I feel like I had like an inch of dust on everything. So now I'm gonna enjoy a nice clean house for 4 days, and then she's planning to come next Saturday to help me move back in and get cleaned up. So that will work out well. So I'm happy about that. So I get a break, and it's good because work has just exploded. Although I laughed so hard this morning. I mean, I had to laugh. Last night I get an email from a client saying, can you do this job for me over the weekend? Yes, a little bit tight on my schedule, but you know, I didn't tell her that. And then this morning, I can't believe it. She said, I have to pull the job. And then she includes a doctor's note and a photo of the injury that was causing the job to be pulled back. And I went, wow. You know, that shows that she treats me with a lot of respect, and she, you know, completely unnecessary, but it was really kind of funny that I never received a doctor's note before. I'm just thinking about this. Like, I just showed him this area here, and I said, I don't know what happened here, but they kind of missed that. Because over here it looks really good, but then this side is really bad. So I said, every time I come into the kitchen, I'm going to see that. So they've got to fix that for me. And he goes, yep. He says, don't worry. He says, you will be happy with all the little details by the end of it. So I'm okay. And then there was something that I wanted for the kitchen, and then Amazon was like saying it's going to delay in delivering it. So I haven't ordered it because I'm like, well, I'm not going to have time to get it. It's a bar to put up here, and then I would be able to hang my cast iron pan, my crepe pan, my oven mitts from here. But now I think I have time, so I took a chance and I ordered it from Amazon. For that, I don't know yet if I'm gonna have it installed like over up the top here, or if I'm gonna put it into here. My thought was I don't really want to damage my brand new backsplash, but at the same time I think it might look weird if we do it over top. So I'll talk to the guys, because in theory I could do that myself. I have the tools, but ideally it needs to be going, you know, we can work before the stove goes in. That's why I didn't want to leave it for myself, because I thought, well, it would be a lot easier to install that before, you know, we could just work and, like, you know, one person holds it up and does the holes, and so it looks like a little piece. It's almost like it looks like a piece of old, like, style vintage tubing, like cast iron pipe type thing, and then it's got the hooks. And so that'd be nice, and it'll cover over here. Like, you're not going to see this as much because that's going to be covered, because this does stick out quite a bit. I mean, I know they're going to paint it in the gray, and it's going to look a lot better once they've painted it, but it's still going to stick out. So I thought it would be nice just, you know, have something that would cover that. And there's all this left to do over here, which is like, yeah. And then I just noticed like my doorbell up there needs to be cleaned up, and I should have probably had that pulled now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't have that doorbell anymore, but I haven't gotten rid of any of the wiring. So I think I'm just going to leave it. But there's a big hole on the side of it. I'm going to see if it can at least fill in that hole on the side there. That looks kind of ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm not like upset about the delay. Like, I knew, like they said, 2.5 weeks, and to me, 2.5 weeks is like a week. Like a business week is 5 days, let's say. So to me, 2.5 weeks was at least 5 days or 10 days, 13 days. We're at 13 days now. It's going to end up being 16 days, which is like 3 weeks, which was my estimate was 3 weeks, but I knew it wasn't going to be 3 calendar weeks. So in that sense, like, I do kind of regret, I should have probably gone and got myself a little hot plate, and then I would have been able to, you know, properly cook in the last couple days, in the last couple weeks. But otherwise it's been fine not having the kitchen, because like yesterday I want to make pasta, no problem. I've got, you know, microwave, and what'll be really nice is I'm going to be all restauranted out again. I do that. I go through phases where, like, I'm busy with work and I just order in a lot, and then I get fed up with restaurant stuff, and then I will be like cooking in my new kitchen. So it would be really nice to be able to just kind of get started with, I'm already like fed up with restaurants. Let's, you know, be motivated to cook and you know, really break in the room. So anyway, so I'm going to go back and finish work. No Pilates tonight, so I will be able to work a little bit later, get a head start, and tomorrow go to Pilates again, get back, because I missed 2 weeks on Friday morning. It'll be nice to get back into that routine. Yeah, because Pilates is going really well. I'm getting really, really, really strong, starting to increase resistance and more reps and stuff. I haven't been this good of a shape since 2009. Was the year that I did the Chilkoot Trail. Just right about this week of 2009, I was getting off the Chilkoot Trail up in Alaska, British Columbia, and I haven't been this strong since then, so it feels really, really good. but I want to just keep that routine up, and it's been hard. I've only done like the 2 days a week for the last couple of weeks, so it'll be nice tomorrow to just get up and go do that and then come back to work. And what I really like on Friday mornings is I come back, I get home around 11, jump in the pool. It's very luxurious. Like yesterday I got in at like it was almost like 8:30. Said hi to Bonita, spent some time with her. She's very, very affectionate because she's not feeling well, so she's being very cuddly. And then it's just amazing to grab a cold beer and then jump in the pool like, under the palm tree. Like, I mean, how luxurious is this life of mine now compared to what I expected my life to be like? So very, very, very blessed. In the grand scheme of things, the kitchen taking forever really isn't a big deal. So I think they get that now, that it's, as long as they keep me apprised of the schedule, I'm not going to be, angry or a fussy client. I'm not going to complain about how long it takes. And I was saying to him, I said, except for the sink counter, I'm happy with the work. I'm happy with how they're working. I'm happy how clean it is. Just don't stand me up. And I said this to the Portuguese guy right at the beginning. I said, I don't want to be stood up, and I've been stood up 3 times. So can we just get this to the finish line without my getting angry? And he goes, yeah. And he says, it's not a huge ask. And he says, I'm going to take better responsibility for communicating with you. And I went, perfect. So hopefully I'll be back on Tuesday with more updates. I have a feeling good things are going to happen on Tuesday. Oh, and that reminds me, oh my goodness, I'm about to sign off. I completely forgot the last exciting update for the kitchen, because he showed up and he had a wood sample so that I know what I'm to expect for my cabinetry. So it is cedar, which, I think anybody who knows what cedar wood looks like, it's a very, very particular wood. It's got a feel to it. I've actually got an example. So I knew it was going to be cedar. Part of my other kitchen is looking more and more disastrous, but this is cedar right here. It's got a weird grain on it. It doesn't feel like normal wood. And then the color that he showed me it's not nearly as dark as this, and it doesn't have the red tones. The color was a lot more like a brown color. It wasn't at all, it doesn't match this, and it doesn't match my table. It was more like a color like this, but darker. Or maybe even closer to this maybe, but, and then, so he said, that's the color. And he says, I can go up or down. He says, going down is harder, but going up would be easy. And I said, if you've got the time and it's not a huge deal, I would like to go up 1 tone higher to just get kind of closer to the table and closer to the sideboard. And also, I think with the yellow walls, it'd be nice having a darker wood. But I said, if that's how it is and it's a lot of work and everything, the color that you're showing me is perfectly fine. I can absolutely, I said I wouldn't have been disappointed if you had delivered it to me like that sight unseen. Because look, this one's also very red. But I think in terms of shade, we're very close to the level of darkness of this. And then, I said, if you had delivered it as is, I would have been thrilled. And if you can go up 1 higher, I'll be even more thrilled. So I was really glad, because that was the other thing I said in my email earlier. I said, I've released almost all the money, and I said, I'm not releasing any more money until I see something, because I said, what I've paid for so far, I haven't seen all the big ticket items. I haven't seen the boiler. I haven't seen the water, the sink. I haven't seen the cabinetry. I haven't seen any of that. So I'm not releasing any more money. And I think at that point, he was like, yeah, let's get heavier out and talk to Ray, and everything's fine. I wasn't like with them, which is how people seem to think that I am. I'm just, relating how things are, and you just gotta, at some point, you just kind of got make sure. I was due for a good update, speaking with, instead of playing telephone and, talking to people. So everything's fine. I'm gonna enjoy my nice clean house for the next 4 days and the quiet and get ahead on my work. Because I have made myself the goal to pay off this house in 18 months. I don't know how, it's not an impossible plan, but it's going to require a lot of discipline. So, because otherwise, I would have another 2 or 3 years to pay it off. And I thought it'd be really nice to just get it cleared by end of January of 2023. And it would just be amazing. And then I could spend another year working as hard as I am to save up money, to pay off the rest of my debts and to plan for the big renovation for the house. Because There's more indoor work, obviously, that I want to do that could wait. But to me, the big renovation is going to be the exterior. Getting the exterior done the way that I want would be my 2024 goal if the house is paid off in 2023. So we'll see what happens, but I better get back to it. But if my clients keep throwing money at me like they are doing today to keep me happy, I think I can probably pull it off. All right, young Miss is investigating, which is awesome because, as I said, she's been very lethargic, but she's doing better. So, all right, back next week.